Howdy, and today I'm going to be answering your questions. Completely riveting stuff here, guys. I mean, I'm glad that we can break the mold and do completely unique content no one has ever done before. We get it! Seriously though, I recently just hit 1,000 subscribers. And to celebrate, I made a video where I just thanked you guys, and I asked you guys for your questions for me to answer them in this video here. And I got way more responses than I thought I would get. So I'm going to take this time to answer as many of them as I can. And if I didn't get around to answering your question, it was nothing against you, I promise. It was just, I can only answer so many in my time period. Lord Gregulus asks, if you could add one weapon into the Elder Scrolls 6 that wasn't in Skyrim, which one would you pick? Obviously, I would add an AK-47. I mean, just think of it. What? What do you mean I can't do that? Who cares about the story? Seriously though, I thought of a really cool weapon actually. Think of something like the Sword of the Dragonborn or the Sword of the Dovahkiin. It's like a weapon that's a reference to the character we played in Skyrim. So it'd be a brand new weapon. It could have some kind of like unique attribute to where like every 10-20 seconds when you did a power swing, it'd shoot like a tiny foos or something. That could be overpowered, but it's a unique weapon, so I'll let it slide. Just fan service, man. I love my fan service in video games. And this would be a really cool callback, as well as a really cool weapon in general. Dark Arthurianus asks, Argonians are sexy. We all knew it was true. None of us were just brave enough. We had needed a brave soul to finally speak the truth. Also, are you Texan? Well, what on earth would possibly make you think that I'm Texan, huh? Like, honestly, what could possibly make you fellers think that I'm from the South in any way, shape, or form? Yes, I'm from the Texas area. If it wasn't obvious enough, by the way I talk, it's obvious that I'm from the South. It's a pretty, yeah. But whatever you think a Texan represents, you know, cowboys, horses, guns, shooting, fishing, I'm the complete opposite in every way. Of course, my family does that stuff because we live in the South, but I don't do any of that stuff. I'm not into that. Tardy Tortoise asks, when did you develop your passion for the Elder Scrolls? What Elder Scrolls games have you played as of now? Also, I don't recall you ever saying your name. Should we just call you Longbrow, or do you have a preferred name or nickname? Well, to tell you the truth, I would love to go by the name Lord Gorgolom III, but Longbrow works, I guess. As for the other Elder Scrolls games I've played Blades? I'm kidding. I have played Blades. No! Honestly though, I've played, of course, Skyrim, all the DLC, duh. I've played a little bit of Oblivion, but honestly I'm wanting to jump back in and play more of it, because it's phenomenal. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I haven't played Morrowind, sorry. But I've also played the second one, the second Elder Scrolls, you know, where it's a randomly generated world and stuff like that. I've played that one. As well as, of course, I've played Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game. It's actually pretty good. I'm sad that they slowed development. It's a good game, man. It's a good card game. And I've actually played a lot of Elder Scrolls Online, the newer versions. The old version was garbage. The newer versions are pretty good though. I recommend them if you haven't played them yet, honestly. But for my next a-thon series, where I play all the games in the series, I'm wanting to do the Elder Scrolls. I guess that's the announcement of it. After I finish all of Doom's, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start with the Elder Scrolls Arena and play all of them. Even the two outliers, no one knows these games exist. If you don't know what they are, go to LGR's channel. He did reviews over them. Very funny reviews and very informative. These are two Elder Scrolls games most people don't know exist, but they're neat enough. And lastly, when did I develop my passion for it? Well, I was 13, because Skyrim came out when I was 13 and everyone was talking about it, how they needed to get it. It was such a good game. So I got it for my PS3, and ever since then I've been absolutely addicted to it. I've bought it countless times for every system I've owned, basically. Once again, Lord Gregulus asks, what is your favorite song from Skyrim? And do you play any instruments? This one. The Song of the Dovahkiin sums up Skyrim completely in every way. I know it's the theme song, so it's kind of a generic pick, but this song just screams adventure and mystery and just the epicness of this game that I cannot imagine Skyrim without it. Any other song, if I were to take it out of the game, it would still be a great game. Of course, it'd still be a great game if you took Song of the Dovahkiin out, but that song is just Skyrim incarnate. It's actually one of my favorite songs in general. When I'm just working on videos or doing whatever, I like listening to Song of the Dovahkiin in my headphones. I love it. I love it so much. And no, I personally don't play any instruments. However, my lovely, amazing, beautiful wife plays the piano, the ukulele, and she also sings. And she's amazing at all of them. My Real Name asks, will you ever use mods? Laugh out loud. Actually, yes. I made a whole video going over the mods I personally use. However, my game doesn't look like it's modded because I do not use too many visual mods because to me a lot of them clash, and I found what I like, so that's what I use. But if you're curious about that video and what mods I use and recommend, link in the description for that. Pre-Epna44 asks, boats or cars? That's a very serious question, my guy. Why would you ask me such a serious... We've all asked ourselves this question at some point or another. I have, several times. But honestly, I don't think I'm ready to answer that question again. I'm sorry. Ray Darkness asks, what is your favorite Daedric prince? And congratulations. Oh, thank you. And Heracine, because of him, furries are a thing in Skyrim. Because of werewolves. Wait, Khajiit are a thing in the game. But honestly, Heracine. I think he's just such a unique deity, unique Daedric prince. He's more evil than he is good, but I do love the fact that he respects nature and respects the hunt. He made werewolves and he respects them by if they die, they can go to a heaven where they just constantly hunt. I think Heracine is just unique, and I love nature characters in video games and movies, tree ants, wood elves, of course dark elves. I just love those kind of characters, so Heracine is my favorite. ArcX111 asks, do you have a favorite Elder Scrolls class archetype? Like, is there a particular set of skill trees you always gravitate towards when you play? Also, as an outside the Elder Scrolls, what games are you currently playing or recently played and enjoyed? Also, was this the first time we've ever seen you hatless? Long brow, extremely cute. And yes, me and my beanies are very closely knit together. I don't like not wearing them. This one here is personally probably my favorite. My wife had it personally made for me. Yeah, I love this beanie for that reason. And as for class archetype, I usually play a battle priest, so I'll do one-handed and restoration magic. I prefer being up close and personal rather than just using magic to fight my enemies. So that gives me the sword right there, and the healing makes it to where I can heal myself and not have to constantly pause the game to use potions. And of course, later on down the restoration line, you can make it to where your healing spells also give you stamina, making it to where you can power swing more with your one-handed weapon. I usually do this with Dark Elf, as well as I usually, of course, go into Blacksmith so I can make better armor and improve my weapon more to do more damage. I usually also combine this with either Frost Breath or, of course, Fushu Da, duh. But Frost Breath is pretty great for tougher enemies who need more damage to take down, but you don't have that damage because you're just using one weapon. So if you Frost Breath them, you can get a good few hits in while they're staggered or trying to get up. That's the same thing with Fushu Da. It takes down a room of enemies so you can focus one-on-one, which is where this one really shines, is on one-on-one fights. So that's what I usually play. So if you want to try my build, go ahead. It's really fun. It's really fun. In other games I've played, I'm doing Doomathon, so I'm playing all the Doom games. I just recently beat Doom 3. I'm playing to the DLC right now, and I bought Animal Crossing New Horizons. Me and my wife are playing that every day. We're having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun. While I'm recording this, she's actually downstairs playing it on her Switch with headphones on. She loves it, and so do I. It's a great bonding game, and it's really fun. And of course, the fighting games. If you didn't know, fighting games are my favorite genre, right next to RPGs. So I just like to jump in and play a few rounds of a fighting game when I get bored. Street Fighter 5, MK11, Smash Ultimate, of course, Samurai Showdown, Under Night in Birth, Dragon Ball Fighters, things like that. All these games are amazing, and I love playing them online just to get a few matches in. Recently it's been Street Fighter 5 the most, and I've got Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and I've been playing Third Strike. So yeah, and that's all the questions. Real quick. If you made it this far, thank you for one. Secondly, in my last video, I said that my next video after this one would be who to kill in Skyrim. But instead, I'm going to push that one behind because I'm going to do music in Skyrim next. Because, yeah, I started thinking of ideas for it, and I'm loving it so far, just thinking of it, and I've started the script on it. It's great. I'm loving it. So I'm going to be working on that a lot, and I'm hoping to get that to you guys soon. And after the music of Skyrim is going to more than likely be maybe either the next episode of Skynet Skyrim or Who to Kill in Skyrim. Those are coming. Of course, I'm going to do videos not related to Skyrim just to keep it, fresh on my channel where it isn't just Skyrim sometimes. But of course, Skyrim's always going to be the main focus of this channel. And of course, Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out. Of course, I'm super excited for that game. If Bethesda doesn't screw it up like they've been screwing up everything else in existence. Anyways, thank everyone for the questions. And I want to keep it going. If you have any more questions, comment them on this video and I will reply to them with a quick answer. But still, ask questions and I'll try to answer them in the replies. Thanks for watching, seriously. That music of Skyrim coming soon. Quickly though, since you're already at the end of the video and you've already made it this far, so why would you exit already? Some guy gave me a suggestion. It was Lord Gregulus again. Thank you, seriously. You're great. Thank you. He recommended that I do a celebration for 1,000 by reenacting Skyrim stuff in real life. Which, yeah, that's great, dude. I'm gonna do that. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to make, but yeah, dude, that's a great idea, and I'll give you credit, I promise. In the video, I'll give you credit. Yeah, thanks, man. Seriously. Anyways, thanks. See ya.